a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be...
A battle for division supremacy. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got 1 versus 2 in the AFC East, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On second down, Jacobs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morgan. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win. So
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give, right side. Good one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here's Allen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Goodwin. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Allen going to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. Preston Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as things start to come into focus here in the final weekend, their future still up in the air. Currently in possession of the 5 spot, but could fall entirely out of the postseason. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
From the 16, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
That is man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. On 1st down, Goodwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Let's go one more.
Allen now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And now look at him go. 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point forthcoming. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That was a short one to Gesicki. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now it's Jackson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So we've come upon halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with him.
He's got a man complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on first down. Goodwin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Devin Funchess. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Switch.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Here's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd down and goal. Jackson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think
blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
55. Hey, wahoo! Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 55. Mike 55.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now Allen. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
They're running the jet sweep here to Parker, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he gets it to Funchess complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Play to win. Let's go.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 6, 30 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
We all knew the situation. We're in the 4th quarter. Who's going to step up and make the big play? Well, we just saw it, didn't we? Took their shot, downfield, got it, and now they're in a great position to take the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw on the move to his left. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. 2 for 2 on the afternoon and a 3rd one winner. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Bills, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we'll have to see what happens.